Hello everyone. In this video, we will start managing our VPC service. So in the client area, click the Service Management button to see your current services, and then choose a target one. After that, you will be redirected to the List Servers page. Now at first you won't have any servers yet. So head over to the Add New Server page. Here you have to fill the form of your new server. Enter the host name and the password along with SSH keys if you have any of them available. Now set the OS template to be pfSense. This is very important as your gateway server should have two interfaces, and pfSense already has this. Now set your VM's resources. You can set the values to be as high as your total resources, but the minimum required is 1 to 2 CPU cores depending on the services you will run on it. Like if you need to activate an intrusion prevention system, that will need high processor resources like 2 cores, 2 GB RAM and 10 GB of storage. For interfaces, set the Net0 interface to have the public IP, and the Net1 interface to have a private IP from the subnet assigned to the service. You should set the number of IPs to 1 for both interfaces, and you will be ready to create your first virtual machine. So double-check everything and click on Add New Server button. This will automatically redirect you again to the List Servers page where you will see the VM state. Just wait for 5 minutes till it finishes creating the VM. And then refresh the page. You can see the state now is on. Click on the host name to enter its management panel. If it's not ready yet, then wait for a few seconds more and refresh the page. Now the page is showing all the functions you can apply to the server. But we won't talk about it as it's out of the scope of this video. Now we should access the pfSense user interface to start configuring it. We do not advise to allow access to the pfSense user interface from the public internet. So here we will show you how to add a temporary allow role for your current IP address to access the user interface for the pfSense from the public internet, till you configure a VPN connection to it. Then you delete that temporary role and access the pfSense user interface using its private IP over the VPN. Head over to the Network tab and click on Firewall. Verify that the allow rule is there for traffic within direction. Then go back to Overview to disable the pfSense firewall temporarily. Click on the console button and then enter the option 8 to access the shell. Then type pfctl-d. Then enter. You will get a confirmation message that the firewall is disabled. Close the console window and look at notes. You can see that pfSense GUI is listening on HTTPS port 444, not the default port 443. Now in your browser, open a new browsing tab, and in the address area type https:// then the public IP address of your server, then : and 444. Press Enter. Accept the risk to get the page opened. Your pfSense web interface opens with a login page. For login credentials, you should obtain them from the Overview page. So, get back there and look for the username field under the hostname field. In case you don't see it, just refresh the page. Now copy the username and the password and paste them in the pfSense login screen. Then, head over to the Firewall drop-down menu and click on the rules. It opens in the WAN tab. Now we will add a new rule allowing your PC public IP to reach the WAN address on TCP 444. You can find your public IP using any method. For this video we will use iplocation.net. So open a new browser tab and open iplocation.net. You will see your public IP address. Copy it and go back to the pfSense browser tab. Click on the down arrow to add a new rule. And in the source field, set type to address or alias and enter your IP. And for the destination port range, enter the port number 444 in both from and to fields. You can also add a description for the rule if you want. I will just add, allow rule for my temporary IP address. Then save the settings and apply them. This will enable the firewall while you have an allow rule for your current IP. pfSense is now installed and you have access to its user interface. Your next step is to create a VPN connection to it and delete the temporary allow rule we just made. You can use WireGuard or OpenVPN or any other VPN type on your convenient. While the WireGuard is the most easy to configure and use, then we advise you to watch the video that we made for how to create a WireGuard VPN on pfSense. With this we will end this video. Thank you for watching our videos. And please do not hesitate to contact us for any required support.